Hey guys, it's Amber and welcome to day 29. So I am telling a story about making hot cocoa bombs, which was like the trendy thing to do this year. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to work on this. I have my enlargement, which will be on the right hand side. I have 4 3x4 photos showing kind of part of the process. I'm going to be working on the back of this page from day 28, which will have 3x4s just going side by side on there. So I think I'm going to be adding potentially like a little 3x4 insert that's only 2 wide. I'll have to see if I have any in my stash. If not, I'll cut the edges off of this one, just so that I can include some filler cards and a place to put my number and some journaling, and not just 4 photos and nothing. So I've got some supplies pulled aside here. I've got 3 of the transparency circles, one that says love this time of year, one with trees, since this is like a tree mug, I thought I could use it, and then this Mary Mary one, which I've been like hoarding. I've also got this hot cocoa wood veneer piece, which I was thinking about putting in the middle here, and then maybe using these white puffy sticker letters to spell out bombs underneath it. I've got a little hot cocoa mug. Those are from Ellie's Studio. And that is also the person who came out with this card, which is the hot cocoa topping. So I'm going to use that because I think it's adorable. I have a green, here's the story card from the main kit. I have an Oh What Fun card from Felicity Jane. This is from last year's kit, Studio Calico. And then, not sure I'll use this one. It has like Play in the Snow, Make Hot Chocolate. Like, it's winter things you can check off. I don't think I want to do 2 check off cards together, since I'll have this one. I also pulled out this woven piece that says Christmas movies and hot chocolate. And there is a teeny bit of pink in here in this photo, but it's just so hard to read, and I think I want to use something else instead, so I'm not sure I'll use that. I did also pull out these felt hearts because this light green one I thought would look really cute. So we'll see about that. I also have some smaller red ones that I need to use. And then I also pulled out these woven stars and this magic that I thought would be kind of cute, maybe in the center here. It's a little bit different color than the rest. It's more of a teal. So we'll see. Or I thought maybe, you know, I could take this star and put it in the corner of the page here with a mini star red going through it, like I've done throughout the album for some consistency. So yeah, I need to cut all these out, start making some decisions on placement, or, you know, if I even have the room to use these. You know, I thought something like this, kind of going off the edge here, maybe with a star, could be kind of like a fun look. So we'll see what I decide to do. And I'm excited to work on this page, and then I only have 2 more after that. So let me get started. All right, so you see I've done quite a bit of work here trying to figure out my embellishments. I finally decided that I was willing to cut up that green paper, which I love so much, and I punched out a 2.5-inch circle with my um, cutter of vellum so that would help the number pop out a little bit more. And once I made those decisions, I started applying the 2 3x4 cards and photos to the back of the previous day's 4x6 cards and just doing a little trimming because it never, lines up perfectly. And then I'm about to start putting my adhesive on the back of my number. And then I'm going to attach it to the vellum. And then I'm going to hide the adhesive under the same spots on the number again. And then I'm using those green word phrase stickers. I believe those are from the 2019 December Daily Kit, but it's a nice dark green. And it says winter is here. So just a little something to add like another layer so it's not too flat. Adding some red line tape to the wooden little coffee cup down there. Now those star patches are self-adhesive, so I just peeled that off, and then I decided to go with, I believe, a black mini brad in the middle, because I've punched one in the middle of every other one that I've used in the album, so trying to keep consistent with certain little details like that. Adding these two here, and when I will say this, when I try to attach 2 3x4s to a 4x6, I always line them up in the center and then trim from the edges inward in case they don't line up perfectly. Of course, if you have a 4x6 photo on the other side and you're afraid to cut something off, you just want to check the alignment, but generally that's how I align them. So there you saw I just used my paper trimmer to trim off the transparency. I've done it with scissors many times, but I wanted a really nice clean edge. So I just go nice and slow on the trimmer and it works just fine. And there I'm using some puffy white word letters from the Allie Edwards Essentials release. And I started with the M because it's a 5-letter word and it would be in the center. However, it's just so wide that I could tell right away that it was going to be a little off center. So I had to just slide everything over to the right. You can see how I use my paper piercer there to help me align things. It works great because it keeps my hands out of the way. Then I just used some red line tape to attach that wood hot cocoa piece and used a pen to check off all the fun topping ideas from that Ellie's Studio card. So just tucking everything back in and getting all the cards attached back to back. I always do that with every card and photo once the layout's complete because I do not like white uneven edges showing through. And I'm playing now with the embellishments on the enlarged photo here. I thought about using that cozy embellishment. I don't end up using it. I end up using it for day 31 actually, but I was trying to use that woven magic piece on the left hand side and it just wasn't working. It was too teal and the rest of the layout is such a nice Christmas green, just didn't really look great. So I used the tiny attacher to staple that circle in place and I cut off the edge. And then I dug through some more of my circle embellishments and I found that paper die cut half circle from the die cut collection in 2020 with little trees on it. So I attached that to the bottom and then I used another one that said good cheer with the copper writing at the top. And you'll see that star embellishment down there. I ended up not using it. I really wanted to. I just needed a third star and I only had 2 left. So I just used 1 so I can save it for another layout. And then I decided to cut that woven stripe circle in half and layer it over that photo and along the top as well. Just helps pull the colors throughout because there's that dark green card on the left hand side which you can see and the star. And it's a nice way to make the most of an embellishment by using it twice in the same spot. So last step is just to apply a sticker tab to the outside here. I always line it up near the photos but not covering them. Fold it in half and then I always add a staple with a tiny attacher for some stability because they can just slip right off that plastic if you pull hard enough. And then my layout is done. I'm really happy with how it came out and I will be showing you the full thing in just one moment. Okay guys, so I am all finished here. Made a couple slightly different decisions, but overall I'm really happy with how it came out. So on this side I've got the star with the black brad up there. I added this winter is here right over top of the chipboard and I like that it gave it a little third something on there. Added my little cocoa cup to help balance out the wood and also the cocoa cups here. I added these to the outside so hopefully they'll stay on there pretty well. I have a tab here that says magic because watching these unfold is so fun. I crossed out everything except toasted coconut, and I want to think of something else to add here. I'm just not sure what right now. On the back, left it really simple with just the card and the photo. And then here I layered some of the circle pieces. I stapled the transparency on. Everything else is paper die cuts, and I cut this fabric circle in half so I could use it in two places to kind of help draw the color throughout. So pretty simple, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with it, and can't wait to move on to day 30, which will be on the back side of this with another blown up photo. And I will see you for day 30. Thanks again for watching, and subscribe if you want to be automatically notified when I post videos. Thanks again.